Hey everybody, it's Robert Libby, registered massage therapist and instructor of Ligamentous articular strain technique and creator of the ligament pain referral pattern posters. Thank you so much for being here with me today. You know, Fred and I were just taking some time out of filming for my soon-to-be released online course for the hip and pelvis. It's a huge course with over 30 techniques. It's just absolutely fantastic. I'm going to be honest and say that this is probably the best work that I've done with editing and with teaching ever, and so I would love to I can't wait for you guys to see that that online course. But anyways, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be teaching a live event in Kelowna this September 9th and 10th at the Vancouver Career College. We're going to be taking a look at ligamentous articular strain techniques for the shoulder and for the sternum and for the hip and pelvis. Now on Saturday, September the 9th, we're going to be looking at force coupling dysfunctions for the clavicle, for the first rib, for the sternocondral joints, for the sternum. We're going to be looking at treatment techniques for the mediastinum, for the esophagus, trachea, and how that relates for cervical spine range of motion and shoulder functionality. I'm also going to educate you guys on some very specific, very precise mechanoreceptor specific techniques for treating the ligamentous tissue of the conoid trapezoid ligamentous tissue, the pec minor, pec major. We're going to be looking at some specific techniques for the glenohumeral joint capsule, and in particular, long head biceps connection to superior glenohumeral ligamentous tissue, connection to supraspinatus tendinous tissue, and then connecting through the glenoid labrum down into the posterior aspect and getting into the long head triceps. There's a ton of treatment techniques, a ton of research and evidence-informed science that I'm going to be bringing to the table for you guys to understand exactly the information that is supporting these techniques. And on Sunday, September the 10th, we're going to be getting into treatment techniques for the hip and the pelvis. Now these are going to be the exact same techniques that we've just shot for the online course for the hip and the pelvis. We're going to be looking at treatment techniques not just for the glutes and for the external rotators, but specifically for the iliofemoral, pubofemoral, and ischiofemoral ligamentous tissue in the posterior aspect of the femoral acetabular joint capsule. We're going to be looking at force coupling dysfunctions of that tissue, the specific degrees that you need to get the femur into in order to effectively access those ligamentous structures. And we're going to be dispelling a lot of myth and trend that is within our profession pertaining to ligamentous tissue, fascial tissue, neurophysiology. We're going to be looking at a number of techniques for the inguinal ligament, for the pubic symphysis, looking at different types of treatment techniques for people for pregnancy and hip dysplasia and so on. So I can't wait to get to Kelowna this year to see you all again. You know, last year when I was out, we oversold out the course, and I had to actually get the room extended in order to accommodate everybody that showed up. So thank you again to everybody that showed up. We had an absolutely fantastic course last year. This year, though, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be at the Vancouver Career College on the September 9th and 10th. We've got a little bit of a smaller venue. So when I say that space is limited, I'm not lying. This isn't hype. Space is limited. We're only taking in about 20 RMTs or therapists in order to accommodate the space. So I would love for you guys to be there. This is one of these courses where I would hate for you guys to miss out. So there is a link there's a little button on the side of this page for you guys to click on in order to hit the registration. We've got people from all over the country that are coming out to this course already. Space is starting to fill up, so I would love for you guys to see it and not miss out. Again, that's going to be ligamentous articular strain techniques in Kelowna at the Vancouver Career College this coming September 9th and 10th. Don't miss out. I would love to see you guys there. Can't wait to see you guys again. We had an absolutely amazing time last year. So register for the course, and I look forward to seeing you all. Thanks, guys.